Hi everybody, Exiled Senpai here. I would like to introduce you to my sorting system. Each slice can filter up to 2 items, and as you can imagine, there are lots of things you want to add together. You want to put gold and gold nuggets together. Maybe you want to put cooked and uncooked things together, sands, all sorts of things. Before I hop in how to make this, let me just go over what an item filter is. So an item filter basically filters out a specific item. What you do is you have either a pipeline of hoppers or water stream that go over this hopper right here. And so let's make one right here. Let's so here, make one, two, and that. All right. So this is our input chest and this is our output chest right here. And as you can see, this filter is currently filtered to cobblestone. And so if I put in some cobblestone and some smooth stone, you'll see that the cobblestone is filtering into this one right here, and the smooth stone will filter into this one right here. This is a slice of Impulse SV's design, and when I say slice, I mean I can keep making more and more of these and add a different filter to each one. And that's true for pretty much all the item filters. The benefit of this one is that it has overflow protection, which means that if all these chests and all these filters fill up, that the slice will not the signal strength won't grow too big to interfere with the slices that are next to them and won't reset the filters that are next to this slice. So that's a plus. But unfortunately, this one has a repeater, which adds a little bit of a delay, and that delay can make this a little unreliable, especially if you're playing on something that's really laggy, like a Realm or a Nintendo Switch, or you just have a lot of entities in one area. This is Silent Whisper's design. It has overflow protection. It doesn't have a repeater, so it's more reliable, but unfortunately, it's 4 blocks tall, and for what we need, this isn't what we're going to be using. I'm not sure who designed this one, but I've used it a bunch. This one's only 3 blocks tall, but it doesn't have overflow protection. As a bonus, though, you only need 22 items as opposed to the additional items you need for these over here. This is my design. This does have, it's basically the same design I just showed you, but it has overflow protection. Basically, if this chest fills up all the way, it then goes into this hopper right here, which will go into the end chest. So let me just show you over here. We have gold and gold nuggets. We have glass and glass panes. We have cobble and mossy cobble. We have cooked and uncooked beef. And we have pistons and sticky pistons, right? So here's our input chest right here. What happens is all the items go through here. And anything that doesn't have a filter will end up in this chest right here. Yeah? Uh, and then if an item has a filter for it, it'll go into one of these filters right here. And if it's completely full, what will happen is instead of going down, the item will go this way. Hoppers always pull items down before they push items sideways. So once this chest right here is completely full, which I can't actually reach because of, anyway. Right now I have this item completely full, right? So if I put in some cobblestone in here, what will happen is it won't mess up the filters next to it. It'll just flow into this chest right here. So let's grab some, let's put that all in here. So if I put this in, I put this in, this in, this in, this in, you'll start seeing that because these are full, they end up in here. And once those are done filtering out, you'll have the gold. It'll filter in right here.
A few moments later.
There you have it. So I'm going to let you take a look at this real quick. You can pause and copy it. And then I'm going to show you how to build it. All right. So over here, we have our sorting hall. Things that you might want to place together. I have an item elevator for the input chest, and here's the unsortables chest right here. And so I'm going to show you how to build this. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put in some chests. You can make these higher if you want, but you have to make it at least double chest. Too high, rather. We don't have to make this too long. This is just a demonstration. And we're going to add hoppers to the back of all of these. Now that we've added hoppers to the back of all of these, we're going to place chests on top of each of these hoppers. Now it's very important you don't face them this way, because then they'll link up to each other. You have to face them sideways like this, so that they don't connect. Now that we've done that, we're going to put hoppers into the sides, on both sides of these chests right here. On this side and on this side. Now that we've done that, we're going to put a placeholder block all along this row. And then into these blocks on both sides, we're going to put in more hoppers. Now that we've done that, we're going to put blocks behind this right here and this right here and bring it all the way down. Now that we've done that, we're going to bring this one up on each side. Now we're going to take out our hoppers again, and we're going to put them into the stone blocks that we just brought up. Now we're going to knock out all these blocks. Now that we've knocked out all these blocks, we're going to put comparators facing away from the hoppers on either end. Now that we've done that, we're going to place a brick here, a brick here, a brick here, and then knock these two out. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and we're going to just bring this all the way back. Now that we've done that, we're going to add our pistons facing up, and we're going to do this all the way down on both sides again, not like that. Now that that's done, simply add obsidian on top of all of the pistons. Now it's time to add our redstone dust. On both sides, we're going to make the full line here and the full line here. Now it is time to add our input and output chest. So let's put our output chest right over here. And this is going to go into this right here. And we're just going to bring this all the way along here. Once we get to the end, we just turn around and bring it back the other way. And this will be our input chest. Now we need to add our overflow protection. So it's finally time to knock out these placeholder blocks. And into this output chest, we are just going to place our hoppers like so. It looks like we skipped a step. Very important. You need to add redstone torches to the sides of all of these pistons. And if you're having trouble reaching, if this is too long, it shouldn't be for this, but if you are having trouble, it shouldn't be too hard to knock out two chests here and then come over here and just put them back if you can't reach inside of there if it's too long. So make sure that there's a redstone torch on the back of each of these. Now it's time for me to show you how to add your filters. With something that stacks in 64, you can add in this and then 18 of an item, and that'll do it. Now if you really want to, what you can do is you can put in one of an item, take this out, and then put in 21 of a renamed item. And that'll work as well. But I find that it's more reliable to use just the item. But if you're short on that item, if it's something that's really hard to get a lot of, like slime blocks or diamonds or what have you, then you might want to do this. If you want to make it slightly more reliable, then make it 20 of one item and 2 of the item that you are filtering for. So that's one way to set it. You can also do it just with the honey blocks as well. With an item that stacks in 16, we're going to go the opposite side. We're going to do the honey bottles. You can easily just put one of each item here. But again, if you want to save on whatever item it is, you can put in, I believe, 12? No, 15. 15. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15. And then one of this item. And you'll see that if I add one more, it'll filter through to the chest below. And so that's how you set the filters. Now I'm going to show you how to turn a corner. When you turn a corner with this, you have a few options. Because this extends out to in this direction beyond the chests, you can't have, so you could do a few things. You could simply wall this off over here. So it might look something like this, right? That's one choice. You could also, even if you choose to take that direction, you could have 2 filters here, 2 filters here, and then these wouldn't be double item filters. These be traditional single item filters. So you could add single item filters that mix in with your double item filters. Another thing that you can do is you can, instead of doing that, you can have this right here. And what you'll have here is you'll have 3 single item filters. And then you can start making your double item filters starting with this chest over here. And that's what I've actually done over here. If you take a look, you can see that this is pretty much identical, this half, and then these 3 right here are missing the part that has the other filter in it, but that's okay because they would interfere with this anyway. And those are pretty much your choices. Now, because I have done this already, where I have the 3 single item filters right here, I'm going to show you how to turn a corner where you have 2 on either end. So let's get rid of this. All right, I'm going to show you how to make it so that you have 2 single item filters on either end of this. So I'm going to do this right here, and then we're going to turn the corner right here. We're going to add this, and we're basically just going to copy everything from this to here back 2 tiles. Now that we've done that, we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to make this slice the same as this slice. Now I've got these 2 to match, and I'm going to start adding the double item filter, and I'm going to have it extend out this way a little bit. As you can see, I have added 2 more slices of the double item filter over here, sans this redstone dust, which I'll add right now. And now it's time to connect these 2 together. First of all, let's get rid of this and this, because we're not done with that link up. And we're going to bring this out here. One more. And bring this right here. I'm going to bring this over here. And now we're going to bring it back over to the other side. And we need to connect the overflow protection as well. So let's connect that over here. And there you have it. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. My name is Exiled Senpai. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, turn notifications, and as always, you can find me live at twitch.tv/exiledsenpai.